Imagine a world where Bitcoin is worth $100,000. Is it a pipe dream or a potential reality for 2024 to 2025? Welcome to our deep dive into the speculative world of Bitcoin price predictions. A world where Bitcoin's value can swing wildly from one moment to the next. It's challenging to forecast where it might land in the coming years. A puzzle piece that even the most seasoned investors grapple with. Fear not, we're not here to gaze into a crystal ball. It's not about being a fortune teller, but understanding the factors that could sway the price of Bitcoin in the coming years. Bitcoin's journey has been nothing short of a roller coaster ride. This digital currency, born out of the financial crisis of 2008, has exhibited an intriguing pattern of peaks and valleys throughout its history. Its performance in 2022, for instance. The world was grappling with the COVID-19 pandemic, a health crisis that sent shockwaves through global economies. Amidst this turmoil, Bitcoin felt the pinch too. Its price plummeted to a low of $16,000, a significant drop from its previous highs. The drop was a stark reminder of the inherent volatility of cryptocurrency markets. But Bitcoin, true to its unpredictable nature, didn't stay down for long. It dusted itself off and embarked on a comeback journey. As economies began to stabilize, so did the price of Bitcoin. It climbed back up, reaching $48,000. This resurgence was nothing short of remarkable, a testament to Bitcoin's resilience in the face of adversity. You might be wondering, what fueled this rebound? A multitude of factors, really. The approval of spot Bitcoin exchange-traded funds by the Securities and Exchange Commission was a significant milestone. This made it easier for investors to gain exposure to Bitcoin, increasing its appeal. Furthermore, persistently low interest rates made Bitcoin an attractive, higher-yielding asset. Top of that, as the global economy began to recover, people found themselves with more disposable income. The appetite for risk increased, and with it, the demand for Bitcoin. However, despite its recovery, the roller coaster ride of Bitcoin continues. Its price is as unpredictable as ever, swinging wildly from one day to the next. But this volatility doesn't seem to deter investors. On the contrary, it draws them in, intrigued by the potential of striking digital gold. Despite its volatile nature, Bitcoin continues to draw in investors from around the globe. It's a wild ride, sure, but for many, it's a ride worth taking. The question on everyone's minds, could Bitcoin truly reach $100K in the next few years? Let's delve into the factors that could potentially catapult Bitcoin's price to such astronomical heights. One significant factor could be the approval of spot Bitcoin exchange-traded funds, or ETFs, by the United States Securities and Exchange Commission. This would make it considerably easier for investors to gain exposure to Bitcoin without the need to directly own the cryptocurrency. It's akin to opening up a gateway that allows more capital to flow into the Bitcoin market, which could, in turn, drive up its price. Now let's talk about interest rates. In a world where traditional savings accounts are offering laughably low interest rates, Bitcoin could appear as a more attractive option. As a higher-yielding asset, Bitcoin could draw in investors looking for better returns on their investments. This increased demand could potentially push the price of Bitcoin higher. Imagine a world that's rebounded strongly from the economic downturn caused by a global pandemic. A world where people have more disposable income and are feeling more comfortable with taking risks. This could also contribute to a surge in Bitcoin investments. After all, with more money in their pockets, people may be more inclined to explore alternative investment options like Bitcoin. As society becomes more digital and decentralized, Bitcoin's value proposition as a digital gold and a hedge against inflation becomes even more relevant. This could further boost its appeal to investors, pushing its price upwards. Let's not forget these are potential factors. The world of cryptocurrency is highly volatile and unpredictable. It's a world where a tweet can cause a price surge or slump overnight. So while these factors could potentially push Bitcoin to $100K, they are not guarantees. A robust economic recovery could be the key to unlocking Bitcoin's potential. But it's also important to remember that with high potential comes high risk. So, always make sure to do your homework before jumping on the Bitcoin bandwagon. However, it's not all sunshine and rainbows in the world of Bitcoin. As we venture further into the realm of cryptocurrency, it's important to remember that with great potential often comes great risk. Bitcoin, like any other investment, is not immune to the unpredictability of market forces. The roller coaster ride we've witnessed in recent years is a testament to this. From a high of nearly $50,000, it plummeted to $16,000 in 2022, only to bounce back up again. This volatility isn't for everyone and can lead to significant financial losses if not managed wisely. The regulatory landscape for cryptocurrencies is still in its infancy. Governments around the world are grappling with how to manage and regulate these digital assets. The approval of spot Bitcoin ETFs by the SEC is a positive move, but any changes in regulatory stance can swing the market in unpredictable ways. Another risk comes from the inherent nature of cryptocurrencies themselves. Bitcoin's decentralized nature, one of its key attractions, also makes it susceptible to cyber attacks. While blockchain technology is secure, the platforms and digital wallets where your Bitcoins are stored may not be. And let's not forget the environmental implications. The process of mining Bitcoin consumes an enormous amount of energy, leading to significant carbon emissions. As the world becomes more conscious of its carbon footprint, this could potentially influence the acceptance and value of Bitcoin. While low interest rates could make Bitcoin more attractive as a higher-yielding asset now, what happens when those rates rise? Traditional investments could become more appealing, potentially leading to a shift away from Bitcoin. As you can see, the world of Bitcoin is not without its perils. It's a landscape of high peaks and deep valleys, of thrilling highs and daunting lows. Investing in Bitcoin is not a decision to be taken lightly. In Bitcoin is not for the faint-hearted, it's a game of high risk, high reward. It's a wild ride that requires a strong stomach, a keen eye, and a willingness to weather the storm. But for those who can navigate these risks, the potential rewards could be substantial. Predictions about Bitcoin's future price range from the wildly optimistic to the downright pessimistic. With Bitcoin's history of wild price swings, these predictions are as diverse as they are numerous. Consider a spectrum of predictions. On one end, we have the bulls, those who believe Bitcoin's price will soar in the years to come. Many experts in this camp forecast a price between $100,000 and a whopping $1 million by the end of 2025. They argue that factors such as the approval of spot Bitcoin ETFs by the SEC could make it easier for investors to gain exposure to Bitcoin, thereby driving up demand and price. Bullish argument lies in the potential for low interest rates to make Bitcoin more attractive as a higher-yielding asset. In a world where traditional investments are yielding less and less, the allure of Bitcoin's potential returns could prove irresistible to many. There is the optimistic scenario of a robust global economic recovery. As people have more disposable income and become more comfortable with taking financial risks, Bitcoin could see an influx of new investors, further driving up its price. On the other end of the spectrum, we have the bears, the skeptics who caution that Bitcoin's price could crash. They warn of regulatory risks and the possibility of a market bubble. While they don't deny Bitcoin's potential, they stress the importance of being prepared for significant price volatility. Somewhere in the middle, we find the realists. They acknowledge Bitcoin's potential for high returns, but also point out the risks involved. Their predictions are often more conservative, grounded in careful analysis of market trends and economic indicators. Time will tell if these predictions hold water or if they're merely castles in the air. So, will Bitcoin hit $100K in 2024 to 2025? It's anyone's guess. We've journeyed through Bitcoin's roller coaster ride and examined the potential upside and risks. We've seen how factors like the approval of spot Bitcoin ETFs by the SEC, low interest rates, and a strong global economic recovery could drive up the price. But remember, these are just predictions, and the crypto world is notoriously unpredictable. Why thorough research is crucial before you dive in. Remember, in the world of Bitcoin, the only certainty is uncertainty.